Hi everyone, it's me again, Clem from Wonderweds, and today I'm going to be doing the Totally Should Have book tag. So this tag was created by Emma over at Emma's Book, so I'm going to link the original video down below, so go check it out. It's a tag that's now been created a year ago, something like that, so I'm a little bit late to do this. But I wanted to do this tag for a long time now, but I never got around it, so now it's the time to do it, so let's get started. I'm sorry if you're hearing a noise like in the background, but it's actually my air conditioner because it's actually really hot in my room now, but I need to film this today, so I'm sorry if you can hear it. So the first question is, Totally Should Have a sequel. For this question I picked Champion by Mary Lou, so it's the last book in the Legend trilogy. And I don't want it to be like a full sequel, like a full book or a full trilogy or a full series after this one, because I was pretty happy with the way the book wrapped itself, like the ending of the book. There's just something that happened at the end and I wasn't happy at all, and like it leaves us on this bit of like you don't really know what's happened between two people. And so I would love to have something like a novella to tell us, just like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 years after Champion, like how's the world, like how's the society we live in, how's the two characters I want to hear about, and how's everyone actually. So I would have loved to add that. Like, Mary Lou, if you're hearing me, please give me what happens to this character, please, I need to know. The second question is, Totally Should Have a spin-off series. For this I picked the Hunger Games trilogy by Suzanne Collins. I would love to read about the other tributes, like for example, like how did they won their own Hunger Games, like for example Joanna, I was going to say Sam Claflin, no, Finnick, Annie, Mags, everyone actually. Like I would love to see also Amish, how did he won his, and so many others tribute. Like I would love to see this happen and I would love to read about it. Question 3 is an author who totally should write more books. And for this question I picked Becky Albertalli. She's the one who wrote Simon vs. the Homo sapiens and Gender and The Upside of Unrequited. It's only 2 books and I love both of them. Like both of them are among my favorite books like I read ever. So I would love for her to write more because I love her writing style, I love her story, and she's really funny and she puts a lot of wit and humor in her books, and I love that. Question 4. A character who totally should have ended up with someone else. For this I picked Leah from The Kiss of Deception. This is the second book, but I only read the first one, so actually I don't know if I can answer that because I don't know what's happening in the rest of the series. But at the end of the first one I wasn't happy with who Leah ended up, even though she didn't really end up with someone, but among the 2 guys she has to choose from, like the one she chose, I wasn't really happy. Like, it's going to be a spoiler, so spoiler time. Like I don't care if it was Raph or Caden, because I like Caden and I liked Raph, so I didn't care who guy she was going to pick, but I wanted her to end up with the guy who had to kill her. I didn't want her to end up with a prince, but she ended up with a prince, and so it kind of a little bit disappointed me because I wanted to see her with the guy who wanted to kill her, because I thought it would be a little bit more interesting. But I don't know all this is in the 2 other books, so I don't really know. Maybe I'm going to be satisfied, maybe not, I don't know. But at the end of the first one I was a little bit disappointed. Question 5 is Totally Should Have Ended Differently. And I went with The Last Star by Rick Yancey. It's the last book in the Fifth Wave trilogy. And like this book, if you don't know, wrecked me. Like I absolutely love Fifth Wave trilogy. Yeah, I'm one of the rare who liked these books. So yeah, the end, like I cried like a baby, like I ugly cried while reading the last 100 pages maybe or something like that, and so I didn't like how it ended up. because for me it was way too easy to end this book like that. Like, I was so pissed at Rick Yancey for doing this. It was still good and I understand why he did it, but I didn't want it to end up like that. Like, too easy, too... like, no, I still don't understand. Like, it should have ended up differently. Totally should have been a movie franchise. For this I went with the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. I know those books already had been adapted as movies, and I like the movie, but when I try not to think that it's based on some of my favorite books, so yeah, when I don't think that it's an adaptation, like, I can enjoy them. But let's be clear, it's an awful adaptation of those books. And so I would have loved to see the Percy Jackson adapted as movie, but like good movies, because I think it's something like Percy Jackson is something that can also be adapted as a TV shows. Like, if you want to do this, please do it. I want to see Percy Jackson on my screens, but I think it could work really well also as movies, because in each books it tells a different thing. So like a little bit like in a Harry Potter, there is a red line in the series, but in each book something different happened, so it's perfect for movies. Question 7. Totally should have been a TV series. For this one I'm going with the Raven Cycle Quartet by Maggie Stiefvater. Like, I think it could do so well as a TV series. I don't know. It's a really whimsical universe, and I don't know, it's special. Like, there is this quest, but so many other things can happen, so it's perfect for it to be a TV series. Like, and the characters, oh my gosh, I would have loved to see the characters on my TV. Like, it could be so great, and it has the potential to be such an amazing TV series. So please, make it happen. I know it's currently happening, so I'm happy. Question 8. Totally should have one point of view. And actually I don't really have an answer for this one. I'm just going to mention a book. Like, if I really had to choose a book, I would choose this one, and it's Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. Like, I think this is supposed to resemble Harry Potter, or it's the Harry Potter version of... no, it's the version of Harry Potter in the Fangirl universe. So yeah, and I think to resemble even more Harry Potter, it could have been great if it only was one point of view. Don't get this wrong. Like, I absolutely love the several point of view in this one. Like, I love Bay's point of view. Baze is one of my favorite characters, so I was so happy to read from his point of view, so yeah. Question 9. Totally should have had a cover change. And for this one I'm going to take a book that is not out yet, but it's Tower of Dawn by Sarah J Maas. It's the 7th book in the Throne of Glass, 7th or 6th? 6th book in the Throne of Glass series. And I don't like the cover of it, so I don't like it at all. Like, I thought, like, when I first heard about it, because I'm a little bit late in this series, so I don't really follow up the news, and I thought that it was going to be like some sort of companion to Throne of Glass, so I thought, yeah, I don't really mind about the cover. But when I understood that it was actually the real 6th book in the series, I was like, why? Like, I have this version of Throne of Glass, you know, the beautiful white ones, like those ones, you see, beautiful, and like the new one, it's not going to match those, and I don't understand why, because it's ugly on my shelf and I don't want it. I want a cover change for this book, so please do it. Question 10. Totally should have kept the original cover. I'm going to take a book I already mentioned in this video, and it's Carry On, because I really love this one. Like, it's my fave, and I'm not a huge fan of the new one. Like, I'm going to put it here if you don't see it. Like, it's not that I don't like it, it's just that I think it doesn't match the other books by Rainbow Rowell, who are pretty minimalist, and I don't know, this one is too much. Like, it's too realistic and too, I don't know, too focused on the characters. I don't know, it doesn't match the other ones, so I don't really like it. And last but not least, question 11. Totally should have stopped at one book. And for this I took To All the Boys I Loved Before and P.S. I Still Love You. Like for me, the series should have stopped at P.S. I Still Love You. Like Always and Forever Lara Jean, so the third book in this trilogy was good, but it could have stopped at the end of the second book. Like I was happy with at the end of the second book, and the last one felt like a little bit like she didn't really know what to say, like what to tell, because actually the story was finished for me at the end of the second book. So this is why I think it could have stopped there. Like the third book wasn't really necessary, but it was still good to hear more about Lara Jean and her family and her boyfriend and stuff like that, so it was nice. So yeah guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, to share, and to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you want to talk about any of the books I mentioned, leave a comment down below, and I would love to hear what books you want to see as a TV series, because I'm really interested in that, like, and what you think about it. And if you want to fan cast and do it, I would love to see that in the comments, so you can do it. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye guys!